A beautiful blue sky above at the Cardinal Sports Complex as we welcome you for high school softball. The Cardinals hosting Northwest Suburban Conference rival Osseo Orioles. Joe Yund, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie, two teams still looking for their first win this season.
Yeah, obviously the proverbial something has to give game for one of these two teams going to get their first win of the season. And we did the preview obviously of the girls softball team for Coon Rapids, and a lot of excitement with these young ladies and a lot of youth on this program and a mix of youth and veterans. So this should be a fun one.
Coming off a tough loss to former coach and, of course, crosstown rival Blaine yesterday afternoon. Here's the Osseo order, started by Charlotte O'Lear. Third base minder Charlie Zachman is hitting second, followed by Katja Pilsner, the catcher. Sam Sportle is hitting cleanup and playing in right field. Ellie Grant is in the number 5 spot, followed by Elena Carmen. Katie Warsko, Ava Garcia, and Abby Sankey round out the order for Coach Jana Wilson.
Cardinals, it'll be interesting to see. Pitching's been a little bit of an issue for them this season, according to Coach Nelson, and they're looking here to see if they can get a solid outing, starting from Annalee Anderson.
Well, she has had a good start to her season offensively. And they believe they have 4 different pitchers who can play and start at this level. They just need them all to develop. The first shot from O'Lear over the head of Fowler in center, and a leadoff double on the first pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, just that high fly ball just got out of her reach and allowed the runner to get to second.
Maybe not quite as breezy as it was yesterday afternoon, but it is blowing out to left center.
You see, just maybe misjudged that a little bit.
And O'Lear able to get it up into the wind and ends up at second base. That one in on the hands on Zachman. She fouls it off, 0-1. One foul back, out of play. Anderson throwing nothing but strikes to start. Gets herself ahead in the count, 0-2.
Zachman looking to see if she can get something to touch the green and get a run across.
This one hit right back through the box. Single will score O'Lear from second. They get the runner off first, but a late backup from Fulkus coming in from right field. So RBI single, back-to-back hits to start the ball game, and Osseo's on the board.
That's just the way the Orioles want to start here in this one. Let's see if we can jump on a lead and put the pressure on the home team.
Got to bring up the catcher, Katja Pilsner. She takes a fastball down and in. Oriole hitters clearly not going to let Anderson settle into any kind of flow. Is able to find the zone that time, even the count 1-1.
Yeah, nice pitch from Annalee.
But 4 pitches in a 1-0 hole. With a runner at first base. Off-speed pitch. Pilsner out in front of it, fouls it over toward the Coon Rapids dugout. And Anderson back in front, 1-2. This one hit right back through the middle. A great catch by the shortstop, Pacey Olson. Kind of snow-coned it. The throw over to Bauk, not quite in time, and Zachman able to dive back safely and avoid getting doubled up.
Yeah, just a heads-up play by Olson. She did a really nice job of snaring that one.
So look at the defense. Ava Kellis along with Olson on the left side. Kinley Carter and Sophia Bach on the right. Fulkus, Fowler, and Powell in the outfield. and Layla Meyer behind the plate. Meyer going to stare down Zachman at first base, eventually give it back to Annalie Anderson. 0-1 to Sam Sportle. This one hit right back through the middle, another base hit. 3 of the first 4 in the order for Osseo, able to hit successfully against Anderson.
Yeah,
2 on, only 1 out, 1 already across.
And Pacey had to make a nice play to get the first out.
Yeah, on a well-hit ball.
Exactly.
Center fielder Ellie Grant trying to keep it going. Pokes a bunt attempt, but misses. Behind in the count, 0-1. Anderson putting it over the plate. Unfortunately, the Orioles have been able to time her up early in this first inning. Shows bunt again, then pulls it back. It's out of the reach of Meyer. And all the way to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance on the pass ball.
Well, now you have 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 away. Pressure on Cardinals here. Trying to limit run production in the first inning.
Single could score 2 more. Grant showing bunt again, then taking it back. Pitch down in the dirt. 2-1. Surprised to see her squaring around now that the runner's both in scoring position. Again, squares, pulls back, and now ahead in the count, 3-1. And they throw down to chase Zachman back to the base at third.
Well, Zachman's been aggressive when she gets on the bag. She's daring them to make a play.
Grant continuing to attempt to push a bunt. Misses, and now a full count. Swings underneath it and strikes out. That's out number 2, and a big out for Annalie Anderson. Can now just be concerned with the batter digging in. That's Elena Carmen.
Yeah, and if you can get an out in this situation, just limit it to the 1 run, that's definitely a win.
Carmen, the pitcher for the Orioles this afternoon, so a chance to help her cause before she ever gets in the circle. Three hits in the inning, 1 run across in scoring position, but 2 away. And that pitch called a strike on the outside edge. She even count 1-1.
Yeah, that's a big batter. Base hit, scores 2.
Rising fastball, just a bit too high. It's 2-1. And now an off-speed pitch in the dirt, 3-1. It's been a stressful top half of the first inning for Annalie Anderson. She'd love to get out of it with no more damage done. Blows a fastball past Carmen. Challenge right down the pipe.
Yeah, it was a big pitch at 3-1.
Now a full count. Opportunity to try and end this inning. This one grounded toward third, scoop by Kellis. The throw, a great stretch by Bauk, and that will keep it a 1-run inning for the Orioles. They get 3 hits, but only 1 comes across. Coon Rapids tries to answer the bottom of the first, next on CTN. Back at the ballpark. Base knock on the first pitch of the ball game. A double to right center. 3 pitches later, an RBI single. But Adelie Anderson able to get out of it, only giving up the 1 run. Pacey Olsen made that great defensive play at short for the first out of that first inning. Will lead things off, followed by the second base minder, Kinley Carter. Ava Kellis hitting third, and Layla Meyer, the catcher, in the cleanup spot. Bella Fowler, the 8th grader who plays center field for the Cardinals, hitting 5th. Annalie Anderson, the pitcher, will hit behind her. Kendall Karen, Sophia Bauk, and Callie Powell will round out the order for Coach Alicia Nelson.
That was a nice ending to that inning. Just a solid throw by Kellis and really a good stretch by Bauk to make sure that they didn't let any additional runs come in and keep it at a 1-0 score.
Olsen kick-started the offense with a great snag on a line drive at short, hoping she can kickstart the offense here in the bottom half of the first inning. Lets the fastball go by for a strike, going 1. And swings under one that was rising up into the eyeballs and just couldn't lay off.
Oh, good start for Carmen.
Goes right down to the belt. Back to the belt high fastball, and Olsen got a piece, follows it back. Another fastball, this one in on the hands, slowly rolled back to the mound. Carmen to Sankey, 1 away.
Yeah, definitely not the way she wanted to put it in play, but easy play for Carmen.
Look at the Orioles in the field. Abby Sankey at first, Kate Warsko playing second. Charlotte O'Lear is the shortstop. Charlie Zachman at third. Hannah Parmley, Ellie Grant, and Sam Sportle left to right in the outfield. Katja Pilsner is behind home plate. And now, Kinley Carter. First pitch outside, 1-0. And now up high, 2-0. A little off speed, a little low, 3-0. Does Carter get a green light with a 3-0 pitch? Looking all the way as the fastball sails down Broadway, 3-1. Another challenge fastball from Elena Carmen.
A big swing and a miss.
And after falling behind 3-0, Elena Carmen just stepped on the gas and ran it straight down the middle. 3 straight strikes for out number 2.
You see the fastball just getting thrown by her.
Now Ava Kellis, as you mentioned, made a strong play charging the slow roller that ended that top half of this inning. Kept the Orioles from adding on to that 1 run. One of the captains for the squad. Brings a lot of really positive energy.
Absolutely.
She was fun to talk to.
She was. A lot of the girls on this squad, definitely a lot of positive energy when we did that preview. Excited at the start of the season, excited the youth of this team.
4-pitch walk, and Kellis is aboard, first base runner of the ball game for Coon Rapids. And that'll give the catcher, Layla Meyer, an opportunity here in the bottom of the first.
Nice pitch.
Meyer let it go. Obviously seeing Kellis get a free base on 4 straight. Got to make sure that Carmen can find the zone again. She did. And now misses down and in. And now upstairs, 2-1. Goes back to that fastball that's been so effective to this point. Blows it past a swinging Layla Meyer. And now 2-2. Off speed pitch. That's a foul ball,
yep.
Yeah. It clearly came back and got Meyer. She tried to leave the home plate area. But before she left the batter's box, so foul ball.
Yep.
We'll try again at 2-2. Up high. And Carmen in danger of back-to-back walks after getting 2 pretty quick outs to start the inning. And she does just that with a pitch up high. And that'll give Fowler a chance.
Now, an opportunity for Fowler now with 2 outs and 2 on. Cardinals trying to at least get that 1 run back that they gave up in the top half of the first.
And she's had some solid at-bats here to start the season. I think she ended up with 3 hits in the loss to Elk River. That was a 13-12 affair in extra innings. Off-speed pitch drops in for a strike right at the top of the zone, and Carmen ahead the count 0-1. 2 on, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Cardinals trail by 1. Fowler late on the fastball. And Carmen in control, up 0-2.
Fowler hitting .462 on the season, Joe.
It's a solid average. Yep. And just an 8th grader, she got some varsity time at the end of last season, and as a starter to start this season, she looks at strike 3 this time. And we go to the second. Osseo 1, Coon Rapids 0. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
The sun is shining, and a beautiful day, really, all things considered, for mid-April.
Nicer than it was a day ago when we were at the baseball game. A little windy. And
well, it's a little more sheltered over here at the softball part of the complex.
Right. But as temperature's a little better today, it's was like 60 degrees, I believe. Yesterday wasn't quite that warm.
The wind not quite as consistent. But
correct.
Here we are. Bottom of the order for Osseo to start the second inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Kate Warsko looks at a pitch from Anderson, and it's up over the shoulders. 1-0. And now misses low, 2-0. Off-speed pitch, Warsko nodding her head as the pitch crossed the plate. She went, yep, that's a strike. Anderson takes a little something more off of it, and it falls out of the zone as Warsko swings over the top, 2-2.
Yeah, she's been doing a good job of finding the zone. A couple of hits by Osseo in that top half of the first led to that one run.
Goes back to the fastball, fouled off.
Nice pitch.
Pulls the string again, gets Warsko swinging out in front. Second strikeout of the outing so far for Annalee Anderson. And that's how she wanted to start the second inning of work.
Exactly. Look at the pitch here. Just got her to swing.
That'll bring up the designated player, Ava Garcia, hitting for left fielder Hannah Palmley. She digs in with the bases empty and one away. Her team does have that early 1-0 lead. Anderson fires high. Inside, 2-0.
It's 3-0.
That's what I meant.
It's close. We just won away.
Finds the zone there. Garcia taking all the way at 3-0. Goes back to it, and it's fouled back to the backstop. 3-2.
She pitches herself back into a pretty good spot here with a couple of strikes. See if she can get Garcia here.
Misses inside, and Garcia will walk to first with one away. First walk surrendered by Anderson. Abby Sankey, the number 9 hitter. And then we flip back to the top of the order where the Orioles were successful first time through. They got her. A throw down from Meyer to Olsen covering. Garcia is out on caught stealing. Abby Sankey also walked through the bunt attempt, so it is 0-1.
That's a big throw, too, by Meyer. Able to get that runner and eliminate the base. Close.
Olsen had to get over a ways, but able to make the play. Good stop by Meyer behind the plate. Of course, with the bases empty now, it's 2-1. Pitch misses high. Be big for Anderson to be able to get it out here.
Yep. Keep Orioles off the base paths.
Soft pop-up, right side, scooped into the glove by Carter. And a walk is erased with a caught by Steele on the very next pitch. And the Orioles only able to put 3 at the plate in that second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Still Orioles 1-0 over the Cardinals.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Blankets at the ballpark are standard apparel in mid-April in Minnesota.
Although it's nice
even
today.
On the nice days.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful day for a ball game. That is for sure.
Well, we've been pretty fortunate across the spectrum for how Mother Nature has cooperated with the spring sports. The outdoor winter sports, not so much.
Nope.
This past season, they've had back-to-back extremely dry winters. Shaking some things up for the Orioles. So Sam Sportle.
So who's in
coming
right?
in? It's a pitch. I'm gonna guess that Carmen is still in the field somewhere. It looks like Sankey's still at.
Yeah, it looks like the rest is the same.
First, 4 and 14.
So 22, I think, is in right. So that would be.
Oh. So Sankey's out and out the outfield. Carmen is now at first.
Right.
I just saw you originally had Carmen at first.
It was.
First pitch, grounded to the left side by Anderson. Scooped up by O'Leary across to Carmen. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Doesn't get any quicker than that.
Fastball right down the pipe. Big swinging strike 2 for Kendall Carriage. He's the DP tonight. Hitting for the right fielder, Eddie Focus. Karen out in front of an off-speed pitch from Sportle. Fouls it off. It'll stay 1-2.
Yeah, Sportle coming in here trying to see if she can get a quick inning for her squad. Holding a 1-0 lead.
Well, Elena Carmen, I thought, threw a nice first inning.
I did
Gave
too.
up a couple of 2-out walks, but Sportle, of course, getting the first pitch out. That's always desirable for any pitcher. Kieran swings underneath a fastball and is out number 2 here in the second for Coon Rapids. That'll bring up senior captain Sophia Bauk playing at first base this afternoon. 2 out. Base is empty. Out in front of the off-speed pitch, 0-1. And Sportle already showing some significant speed changes.
She really does good control as well.
This one popped back off the backstop. And Sportle ahead in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, she's come in. And you're right, though. I thought Carmen pitched pretty well in that first inning. But Sportle efficient here.
Bauk, a solid rip to short. Olaire able to snare it, get it over to Carmen for the jump and catch, and Coon Rapids is done. 1-2-3 in the second. It's 1-0 Osseo. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Here's a look at the gentle breeze working its way out to right center. Osseo back to the top of the order. Charlotte Olaire doubled on the first pitch she saw in the first inning. Tried to do the same here in the third, but that one fouled off, out of play. A 1 pitch is low and evens the count.
Yeah, and Anderson would like a quick inning here.
Well, after giving out the walk in that last inning, she was able to get out of it with only facing 3 batters. At the top of the order, though, Osseo was able to time her up pretty well first time through. 3 base hits on their first 4 batters. Olaire, again, the double on the first pitch of the ball game, and then later scored the first run of the game. Only run to this point. Breaking pitch misses outside, 3-1. This one rolled to third. Kellis scoops over to Bauk, 1 down.
Yeah, nice job considering it was 3-1 in the count. You get a hit a ground ball, and Kellis making a solid play. And a nice throw across the diamond.
Making the routine plays routinely.
That's all you can ask for.
Charlie Zachman hit it on a rope straight back through the middle and drove in the first run of the game. This one skied behind first, back from the second base position to make the catch is Kate Warsko. 2 down.
A couple of fairly quick outs here in the field for the Cardinals, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. See if they can get a 1-2-3 inning.
That'll bring up the catcher, Katja Pilsner. She squared one up, but couldn't get it past the shortstop, Pacey Olson. Snared it at the very tip of her glove for the first out in that first inning. Now she comes up with 2 out, nobody on, trying to extend the inning for her squad. Out in front of the off-speed pitch, 1-1. This one hit to shallow center. Fowler comes in, makes the catch, and ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles in the third. Coon Rapids back at the dish after this on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the ballpark, and Osseo got those 3 hits in their first 4 batters, and it looked like they might be able to jump on the Cardinals early, try and fly away with this one, but a couple of big defensive plays kept it a 1-run game after that first half inning, and to this point the Cardinals have not been able to get on the scoreboard. A couple of walks with 2 outs in the first. Sportle working her second inning in the circle. Powell bunts it foul.
Hey, that rhymed.
0-1.
I like it. Cardinals looking to see if they can start something here. Start a little bit of a rally. Obviously plenty of time, just the bottom half of the third.
Half swing, popped up, and a great play by Charlie Zachman charging in and making the catch in foul territory. First out of the third inning, back to the top of the order for the Cardinals.
Yeah, aggressive play there, just on her horse, able to get that pop up in foul territory, as you mentioned, and being aggressive. Made a really nice play on the ball.
Huh. I don't know that I've ever seen it between
that.
Batters.
Yeah.
Back to the top of the order, and and Carmen comes in and gets an out with 1 pitch. Is she staying? Yep, she's staying this time. Yeah. Okay. And Sankey's back at first.
It's like a chess match, just, you know, weird. It is a little different. I mean, really, both pitchers have pitched fairly well. I thought Sportle did a really nice job in the time that she was on the mound.
And now Kinley Carter, who got struck out first time up, able to lay off of that one, 1-0. Carmen able to zip that one past, even the count, 1-1. Carter trying to bunt her way aboard, spun back foul, 1-2.
I like the thought on that one, just to see if she could steal a base with a bunt, but not what you wanted on it.
Fired by for strike 3, and a combined effort in the circle for the Osseo staff. They get the Cardinals 1-2-3. We go to the 4th. Orioles still up 1-0 on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the ballpark, Osseo on top 1-0 as we start the 4th. Sometimes pitcher, sometimes right fielder. Sam Sportle leading off for the Orioles. First pitch swinging, hit out to right. And there to make the catch is Fulkus. She had her focus on. She reels it in for out number 1.
Quick out.
And again, Osseo with their run coming in the first 4 pitches of the ball game. They got all 3 of their hits in their first 4 batters. Since then, Annalie Anderson has been able to find a groove and really keep them from threatening much. Ellie Grant, a strikeout victim back in the first inning, swings underneath the high heat, 0-1.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for a nice play with and a stretch to end that inning, they had a couple of runners on at second and third, would have been able to maybe stretch that 1-0 lead.
Off-speed pitch off the end of the bat, rolls foul, 0-2. Tried to tempt her with something up high, and Grant stays strong. Stays in the batter's box, 1-2. 2-1. 1-2.
1-2.
Out in front of an off-speed pitch, fouls it off. We'll try again at 1-2 or 2-1.
That's 1-2.
1-2.
There's either 2 balls in the strike or one ball.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, usually.
Then it's 1-2.
Then it's 1-2. With 1 out.
With 1 away. It's only the second batter of the inning. And that is strike 3. I know that adds up to out number 2. Third strike out of the ball game for Annalie Anderson. 6th straight retired. That'll bring up sometimes pitcher, sometimes first base minder, Elena Carmen.
Depends on the pitch count.
Carmen is the one who rolled into that inning-ending play.
Yep.
It was a good charge by Ava Kellis, and as you mentioned, a good stretch from Bauk at first to get that out, or they may have added to the lead. Carmen ahead in the count, 2-0. Anderson taking a little something off it. It's fouled to the backstop. Now it's 2-1.
Yes, it is. You need to get there eventually.
Bunt Fielded by Anderson, throws from her knees out of the reach of Carter at first, and now
Not sure what
took
happened.
some time for the backup to get there, and she is going to be held at second base.
Yeah.
It must have gotten out of play over there where Focus had to go after it. And so an error will keep the Orioles alive here in the fourth. And I think if Anderson had another chance, she'd have realized she had time to get up and make a easy throw over to beat Carmen. Instead, Carmen wheels around, and now they've got a runner in scoring position.
And we have a courtesy runner, Rachel Lee, at second base for the Orioles.
Kate Warsko digs in with 2 out, a runner at second base. First pitch rolled down the line. Kellis fields, but
Called
foul. I don't think that was foul.
No, I think it was fair. But, and so did Ava Callis.
Yeah, it has to go all the way across the line to be. They got a wide baseline.
They do.
Chalked down here at the complex.
Well, they chalked up somebody's tire. It went straight down the line.
A speed pitch misses down and into Warsko, evens the count 1-1. This one rolled back up the middle, backhanded by Anderson over to Bauk. And that will be out number 3. Error does no damage for the Cardinals. Orioles leave another one stranded. Middle of the fourth. Osseo 1, Coon Rapids 0 on CTN. Osseo got a fast start. First pitch of the ball game. High fly to center. They got over the head of Bella Fowler. It was a double for Charlotte O'Lear. Next batter, Charlie Zachman, a line drive up the middle to score. That's the play we've been talking about. Kellis to Bauk for the 3rd out of that inning. Since then, pitchers have been in control. A couple of pitchers combining, Elena Carmen and Sam Sportle for the Osseo Orioles. Annalie Anderson for Coon Rapids has really, again, found some rhythm since a little bit of a rocky start.
Absolutely.
Ava Kellis leading things off. Ducks under a pitch for ball 1.
Carmen's going to start this inning for the Orioles.
Kellis, one of the 2 out walks for Coon Rapids in the bottom half of the first inning. Good fastball there from Carmen. Evens the count 1-1. Those are the only 2 base runners so far for the Cardinals. Kellis and Meyer, who both walked with 2 out in the first. Carmen just throwing the gauntlet down, blasting it past Kellis, getting ahead in the count 1-2. Goes right back to it. Was it not foul?
Nope. It looks like she swing and it went off her glove, and
You're going to discuss whether she got a piece of it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a foul. And
I
that's
thought so
why
too, but
Pilsner did not secure it. But Kellis ran down to first, and she's not leaving.
well, she'll stay there.
So it's going to be a strikeout for Carmen. And she will reach on a pass ball. Not how they drew it up in the
No.
Cardinal dugout, but they'll take a leadoff base runner.
Well, they certainly
one.
will. Yep. No, I mean, again, just down the 1 run.
Meyer trying to bunt. That's foul. No, that's fair.
So she gets runner over to second.
So sacrifice moves the runner along. And now Bella Fowler, strikeout victim back in the first inning. Comes up with an opportunity here, runner at scoring position with one away. Carmen blows the fastball past her, 0-1.
Yeah, the Cardinals just trying to see what they can do about manufacturing a run here in the bottom half of the fourth.
Carmen misses high, 1-1 to Fowler. That one way upstairs off the tip of Pilsner's glove. Kellis will move over to third.
Well, not a good spot to try and tie this up. Just one away. If you get a fly ball to the outfield, or do something on the ground and make them throw that ball to first for the out, give up the out, get the out, and give up the run.
Carmen goes back to the challenge. Throws a fastball right down the pipe. Fowler keeps the bat on her shoulder. It's 2-2. Sorry, 3-2. Now it's 4-2. She gets a free base. I quit.
I quit. I'm done.
Shapiro, you take over.
Oh, now wait a minute. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Now it's 3-2.
Wait.
You were right.
Wait, I was right?
You were right.
What is happening in this
I'm
world?
writing this down in my journal.
What is happening in the world today?
Your journal, Joe.
Full
was
count
right.
pitch, swung underneath by Fowler. That probably would have been ball four.
Yeah.
Instead, it's strike three and a big second out for Carmen in the circle. I was going to say on the mound. They don't have a mound in
No,
baseball.
they do not.
Annalie Anderson grounded out to short. First pitch she saw. Now trying to help her own cause. Tying run to 60 feet away. Can she find a hole? Out in front of that pitch. They chase Kellis back to the bag at third.
Nice pitch.
Well, she got her way out in front of the off-speed pitch to start and then fired a fastball past her. And now Carmen in the driver's seat, 0-2, trying to leave Kellis stranded at third. Put it out over the outside. Try to get her to chase. No sale, says Annalie Anderson. Carmen fires low, 2-2.
Anderson's just looking for that pitch she can drive.
That might have been it, but
Yep.
she came up empty. Back-to-back strikeouts. Gets Carmen back to the dugout. Her team still leads. 1-0 Osseo after 4 innings. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know city code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more? Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, Log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the ballpark.
There's Red. Red's always here. Although we didn't see him at baseball yesterday.
He's probably there.
Could have been working.
Could have been too. Ava Garcia will lead off this 5th inning for the Osseo Orioles. Takes a pitch up and in, 1-0. Garcia walked and then got caught stealing on the very next pitch. Anderson not able to tempt her with a couple out of the zone. The 2-0 pitch was a rising fastball that Garcia got underneath, 2-1. Coach Wilson letting her know that one was up around your chin. This one right down the pipe. Garcia can't catch up. It's 2-2.
Usually when where we sit, when they slide, we get a face full of sand, but not a lot of runs today to get us.
Off-speed pitch just misses off the inside edge. Full count to the leadoff hitter, Ava Garcia. One foul back and out of play. We'll try again. Yeah, the wind is blowing out. That would also help our cause, but we have not seen a slide at the plate yet.
Not yet.
But it is incredibly dry. You can see when they shuffle their feet in the batter's box just how long that dust cloud lasts. That one skipped off the plate. Garcia will walk to first for the 2nd time this afternoon. Bring up first base minder, Abby Sankey. Watches a pitch outside, 1-0. Showed bunt. Pulls back, takes the pitch off the outside edge, and strong look down as Garcia this time took a couple of steps and stared in. She said, I'm not getting caught stealing again. Three and 0 now. Sankey taking all the way, and it's in there for a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, the one thing Annalie doesn't want to do is lose her here and give her that free pass. Put a couple runners on without anyone out.
Shows bunt again, then a half swing through, and either way she came up empty, and it's a full count. This one skied will get out of play. Over down the left field line. That's a long run for Callie Powell.
Yeah, she's just chasing that one.
This one grounded to the left side, out of the reach of Kellis and into the outfield. And a battle won by Abby Sankey. gives Osseo 2 runners with nobody out and back to the top of their order.
Yeah, the Orioles have a little something cooking here. They're trying to add to that slim 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th, and they would certainly like to do so.
Shortstop Charlotte O'Lear, double of a run scored in the first. Ground out in the third, now with 2 out, or 2 on and nobody out. Takes a strike on the outside edge. Bunt spins foul, and it's 0-2.
Anderson would love a big out here at the plate.
Or a triple play. Would be cool.
That would be very cool. I'd love to see that.
That's one thing I don't know that we checked off on our
I don't know if we've ever seen one, have we?
on our broadcasting bingo chart. A triple play, it's so rare. We may have seen one early.
I don't know.
I'm old. I don't remember it all. That pitch down in the dirt. I got to say something. When we were talking to Don Bright, the legendary Don Bright yesterday afternoon before the game, we talked about specific years and how he could recall
everything.
Which guys were in the lineup at the same time. All the names he could spit out. I recognize the names. I couldn't put them all together. This shot hit back through the middle by O'Lear. Garcia will turn and come home. Staying at second safely is Sankey. An RBI single for O'Lear makes it a 2-run ball game.
And the Osseo dugout's having a good time here with a 2-0 lead. Is Coach Nelson going to come out and talk to her pitcher? I think she's going to make a change. Yeah. Osseo Balk is going to be on the mound or the circle.
Try and straighten out who's going where and who's playing what, because Fowler is coming in, looks like, to play in the infield, and Annalie Anderson heading out to the outfield. We'll take a short break as Bout gets warmed up. We'll be back with more of the 5th inning. You're watching softball on CTN.
Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On Collection Day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Sophia Bout, the senior captain, will come in and relieve. Here it's runners at first and second, nobody out. One already across for the Orioles, doubling their lead 2-0.
It'll be Sophia's first time in the circle this season so far.
So Fowler will take over at third base. Kellis moves over to first. Annalie Anderson is out in center, or in left. And that is not how you draw it up.
No.
Orioles putting the pressure on. First pitch, they steal the throw down. Bag not covered. And run's going to score
all of a sudden,
on the error.
Well, it's a 3-0 lead and still nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
And O'Leary is standing at third base. Bunt stays right on the line. They throw down and get the out, but coming home is O'Leary. It's an RBI sacrifice bunt for Charlie Zachman.
Yeah, they will obviously. That's a great play for them because it's just the first out of the inning. It gets them another run.
So the base is clear for Katja Pilsner. Looks at one up high, 1-0. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike, evens the count. Bauk misses outside now, 2-1. This one hit well to right, and it is way over the head of Falks out there in right. Travels all the way to the base of the wall. A one-out double for Katja Pilsner.
Yeah, she was able to get a hold of that one, and as you said, Falks not able to catch up to it. That got out to right field pretty quickly and up and over her head.
Courtesy runner taking over for Pilsner at second base.
That's Izzy Bean.
Is he?
Izzy.
Bean.
Izzy Bean. I think it's Bean because
yes,
it starts with a Q. So, but I think the Q is silent.
Izzy Brockman. Izzy Bean is correct.
Yep.
That is your courtesy runner, and first pitch to Sportle fouled off. One out, 3 runs already across in the inning. On 3 hits for Osseo, push their lead from 1-0 to 4-0. Off-speed pitch way inside. Meyer lost it a bit. And a heads up advance for Izzy Bean. Get over to third base. 1-1 to Sportle. This one grounded to the left. Fowler looks the runner back, throws across for the out. Kella's coming home. They got her.
Nice play.
And that is how you get out of a bit of a jam, but still 3 across. We'll see if that helps energize the Cardinal bats. They need them now. Bottom of the 5th after this on CTN.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Musical pitchers continues for the Osseo Orioles. Sam Sportle back in the circle, and that means Sankey out in right and Carmen at first. Big swing from Kendall Carmen at the first offering, comes up empty, 0-1. Down and in, evens it up. Way upstairs. Cardinals need an answer now. They really have not been able to do anything.
Nope.
3 base runners in the ball game, 2 two-out walks in the first, and then reached on a pass ball after a strikeout to lead off the 4th. All 3 runners have been left stranded, obviously, as they trail here 4-0. I guess not obviously. They could have been out on the base paths,
right,
but that's not the case. Karen works her way on base with a walk.
And that's how the Cardinals want to start this inning. They need base runners.
So they got the leadoff base runner on in the 4th. We're able to move her with a sacrifice. But now you're down 4. Bottom of the order, do you still offer that sacrifice to move runners along? We'll see how Coach Nelson wants to play it. Sophia Bauk, a ground out to short her first time up. This one rolled deep into the hole and no chance to make a play. That'll be an infield single for Bauk, just out of the reach of Zachman, and O'Lear went deep into the hole, and by the time she turned around, she knew she had no chance.
Well, the Cardinals have scored runs, obviously, this season, and this is a great situation now for the Cardinals to see what they can do here with 2 on and nobody out, trailing 4-0. But they definitely need some runs here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Callie Powell popped out in foul territory. Looks at a pitch down and away. Big spot for the number 9 hitter for the Cardinals. 1-1, 2 on, nobody out. They trail by 4. Everybody in on the infield. Pushes that bunt just foul. That is strike 3 and out number 1, a big out.
Yes.
For Sam Sportle.
A big opportunity for Pacey Olsen here with just the 1 out.
Music trailing too long.
Maybe play something he likes.
Back to the top of the order, Pacey Olsen. Couple of ground outs. This one hit back up the box, scooped at short by O'Lear. The throw over in time to Carmen. Both runners advance in a scoring position, but now 2 out for the Orioles, trying to get out of a bit of a jam.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if they can get out of it, this jam here, that'd be pretty strong for the Orioles in the field. Cardinals looking to at least score that first run here.
Well, they really need both of these runs to come across. Carter is late on the fastball, 0-1. Kieran dives back safely. This one hit into center, and it's going to get over the head of Grant. Both runs are going to score. Carger in standing with a 2-run double. Cardinals are on the board.
Yeah, they just, now you cut the lead in half, and we're going to change pitchers again. There we go.
Then you need the face mask, and I don't.
A nice piece of hitting there too, though.
So Kieran back in the circle, and Sportle back in right. Goes without saying then that Abby Sankey's back at first. Ava Kella is trying to extend the inning, come up with another big 2-out hit. That pitch up high, 1-0. She's been on base both times.
Yep. Struck
out but reached on a pass ball in the fourth. She walked in the first. It's been left stranded in scoring position both times. This one fouled to the backstop, 1-1.
Yeah, and if they can get that third run across here, that just really takes a lot of pressure off.
It would be a great answer after giving up 3 runs in the top half of this inning. Kellis again able to lay off a pitch up high, 2-1. This one hit well to center, and it's down. Turning and coming home is Carger. Kellis hustling her way over to change places at second base. Tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, 2 solid hits back-to-back for Coon Rapids. And they did have gotten that third run and looking to see if they can keep this inning alive and at the minimum tie it up.
Well, we talked about it on Sports Night this week. Their game against Elk River, it was 1-0 into the 4th inning.
Yep.
And it ended up being 13-12 in 8 innings.
Crazy.
The teams went back and forth. And obviously the Cardinals had several multi-run innings in the latter half of that ball game, able to put a 3 on the board here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to keep it going. Can they come up with another big 2-out hit? Layla Meyer at the plate. She's 0 for 0. Walked in the first, dropped down a good sacrifice in the 4th. She'll take a free base, but she'd much rather have a pitch she can drive. See if she can get Kellis in and even the score. Fouls this one back to the backstop.
And the Orioles just want to get out of the inning. Well, and they want to retain that lead, even if it is a 1-run lead.
Pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. They've had the lead since the 4th pitch of the ballgame. Cardinals have at least gotten it back to a 1-run lead. Answered the 3-run top half for Osseo. Myers foul keeps it at 2-2. This one slapped to the right side, knocked down by Warsko. The throw over to Sankey will leave that tying run stranded. A great play at second base for Osseo. Gets him out of the inning, but the Cardinals score 3. It's 4-3 Blackbirds as we head to the 6th on CTN.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
A 1-0 ball game through 4 innings, and then we see 6 runs equally divided between the two teams in that 5th inning. And we're right back where we started, with Osseo leading by 1. Sophia Bauk, who came in relief, middle of that 3-run 5th, will continue in the circle. Bella Fowler really made a nice play, as simple as it may seem, to make the play that she did and turn and get the runner to stay and go back to third.
Right.
If she doesn't do that, the runner just comes home and scores. But because she did that, and then the runner maybe unwisely decided to go for home after she made the throw over, it turned into a double play and ended the inning. Ellie Grant, Elena Carmen, and Kate Horsko, the scheduled hitters for Osseo here in the 6th. Grant is 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. Gets ahead in the count to start 1-0. Fouled and out of play, 1-1.
Yeah, the Cardinals again, well, just a quick inning, gets back to the plate.
Fastball misses just outside for Bauk. 2-1.
Ellie Grant with just good eye there at the plate, making sure she didn't offer it that one.
Good changeup from Bauk. Throws Grant at the plate, drops in for a strike, 2-2. This one hit back up the middle. Leadoff single for Ellie Grant.
A solid base wrap for Grant. Stayed with it.
Lena Carmen reached on an error. Ground ball back to the circle last time up. Carmen has done the majority of the pitching so far for the Orioles, but that one, bunt attempt missed, but it skipped away from Meyer, and wisely over to second is Ellie Grant on the pass ball.
Yeah, now that gives the Orioles a runner in scoring position without anybody out, trying to see if he can get some of those runs back they lost in the bottom half of the 5th.
0-2 to Carmen. Lays off, pitch down and in, 1-2. I was going to say I was just about to, before the pass ball there, saying that, you know, they've done it by committee, the pitching.
They have.
Her and Sam Sportle. Just handing it off back and forth between batters. It's unusual to say the least. 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at second base. Osseo trying to bump their lead up again. Outside, 3-2.
Yeah, tough situation now for Balk. Not want to put the Osseo runner on, put 2 runners on, nobody out. Just as they got a little momentum back on their side by scoring 3.
This one rolled back to Balk in the circle, goes over to Kellis for out number 1. Grant moves over to third on the play.
Well, again, the Orioles will take that one because they move that runner along. Good opportunity to get at least one of those runs back.
Bring up Kate Warsko. Grant at third. Only 1 out. Shows bunt, pokes at it, and misses. 0-1. This bunt back to the mound, and late decision to come home. Too late. Sliding in safely is Ellie Grant.
Yeah, she would have had her at the plate had she not hesitated. So now you get a run, give a run back. You don't get the out at first either.
Split second of indecision keeps them from getting it out, and then a throw a little bit out of the reach of Pacey Olsen, and an error is going to mean everybody's safe. Runners at first and second, only 1 out, 1 already across.
Well, that's a tough one to get at second. I don't know if I would have maybe have gone to first to get the second out of the inning, but she was trying to be aggressive and get the lead runner, and I understand that.
Well, it's so rare in 60-foot base paths to be able to turn double plays on anything other than a well-hit ground ball. Number 9 hitter Abby Sankey playing some first, playing some right field. Pitch is high. Orioles trying to have another big inning after pushing their lead from 1 to 4 runs in the 5th inning. Gave those 3 runs right back. Now trying to increase their 1-run lead again as Sankey ducks away from a headhunter. It's 3-0.
Yeah, you're a pitch away from loading them up.
And going back to the top of the order, Sankey taking all the way, and it's in there for a strike. Called strike, just nips the outside edge. Balk able to get it back to a full count. Outside, ball 4, and they're all loaded up.
Well, now an opportunity for Osseo to see if they can open up this lead again. It was 4-0 at one spot. Now 5-3.
Well, back to the top of the order, Charlotte O'Leary, 2 for 3, single, a double, an RBI, and she has scored twice. Opportunity again to try and give her team some cushion. Only one away. Warsko at third, Garcia at second, Sankey at first. Pitch misses high. Another pitch up high. Got to say, the Osseo dugout is into this ball game.
They certainly are.
Been pretty much non-stop in the top half of the innings. It's the way it should be. You got to be having fun if you're at the ballpark.
Absolutely. We always do when we're at the ballpark.
Most times.
Most times.
2-1, and that's way over Meyer's head. Everybody trying to advance. The throw back not in time. Sliding in safely is Warsko. It is a 6-3 lead, and now 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, still just one away.
Now 3-1 count to Charlotte O'Leary. If you leave one hanging, she can definitely take advantage. Bach misses high again.
And you load them up again.
Back-to-back walks.
See if there's going to be a pitching change here. Yep.
Looks like Fulkus is coming in to the circle. We'll take a break as they rotate positions and get someone else in. Orioles trying to blow it back open. We take a break. More after this on CTN. So Aubrey Erickson, the new pitcher. Fulkus was coming in as she was the flex. So now the pitching position is the flex. It's like the infield back to the way we started with Kellis at third and Bauk at first. First pitch, stroked into right center. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. And make it all 3 coming home. The throw not in time, and now Zachman goes over to third on the throw. A 3-run double and a 9-3 Oriole lead.
Yeah, all of a sudden, a huge hole for the Cardinals to dig out. And again, just one away.
Well, the Cardinals were able to answer their 3 runs in the 5th. Now they've got 5 runs here in the 6th. Erickson's pitch misses low. It's a tough way to enter the ball game.
Well,
Your
yeah.
first pitch gets rocked into right center. Base clearing double. Katja Pilsner, when she's in the batter's box, the Oriole dugout loses a certain amount of its loudness.
Yes.
Its volume. She is, as we were talking about earlier,
She was leading the way.
energy. She is definitely one of the top cheerleaders. 1-1 as she got a piece of that. That's why they sent Zachman back to third. Pitch down and in. Did they call that a strike? They put it on the board as a strike.
Yeah,
1
it
and
didn't
2.
look like a strike to me. Cardinals will take it.
This one grounded to the left side. Olsen's throw is low, but dug out well by Bauk. It will bring the run home, though, and make it a 10-3 Oriole lead.
Yeah, and make that hole a little bit bigger.
9th batter of the inning, Sam Sportle will dig in. Nobody on the bases now. 2 away. Good pitch there from Erickson.
Yeah, the Cardinals just want to get back to the dugout.
Sportle not able to check her swing in time, falls behind in the count 0-2. That one a little easier take up high, 1-2. Half swing, snared by Erickson over to Bauk. And that ends the inning, but 6 runs for the Orioles. They're up 10-3, middle of the 6th. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the ballpark, getting in the latter part of the ball game, and Osseo has opened it up. 4 runs in the 5th, 6th, 3 runs in the 5th, 6 more in the 4th. And they lead 10-3.
And the Cardinals are going to have some work to do here if they want to get back into this game.
Fowler rolls this one to first, easy scoop, and out for Abby Sankey.
A relatively quick first out in the field for the Orioles.
Who's cutting it? Who's cutting it?
Are we doing a switch again? Looks like it.
Juggling
pitchers.
It's
Maneuvering pitchers.
all right. I need that glove instead of this glove, and I no longer need my face mask. I need a face mask. And after that, Sportle is in the circle to face Annalie Anderson. Anderson 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And Coon Rapids starting to run out of outs, now trailing by 7 runs. Biggest output offensively of the season for the Osseo Orioles. This one hit on a hop to short. Scooped by O'Hare. Thrown across to Sankey. There's 2 down.
Couple of quick outs. Cardinals looking to make something happen.
Called strike, Kendall Kieran 0 for 1, struck out, walked and scored in that 3-run 5th inning. This one fouled off. 0-2. Rolled to the left side, scooping on the run is Zachman. The throw in time, and 1-2-3 go to the Cardinals in the 6th. We go to the 7th, Osseo up 10-3. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
It's a beautiful day to be at the ballpark. The Osseo Orioles blowing up offensively over the last couple of innings, have pushed their lead to 10-3. Came into this contest 0-6. Coon Rapids at 0-4. I knew someone was going to get the win. Cardinals were hoping it was them. So far, not looking that way.
No. Yeah, they've got pretty big hole to dig out of if they're going to be able to do so, and they only have half inning to do it.
Rachel Lee in, getting her first at bat of the afternoon. Came in as a courtesy runner a couple innings ago. Fastball in for a strike, evens the count 2-2. Erickson working with some pace in the circle after coming in with the bases loaded in the 6th inning. This one chopped foul. Missed just low, and the count is full.
Well, base runner is definitely not the thing that the Cardinals want here.
This one fouled back, and we'll try again. She's getting her money's worth.
She is.
It's her first at bat of the afternoon. She said, I'm going to get some time in that batter's box. Looking for her 8th pitch to start this inning. Let's try 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Erickson, as I mentioned earlier, working with some pace. She was hoping to not have to throw pitch number 9 to the first batter, but there it is. And we're still not done.
Now she's doing a good job of just working this pitch count.
Some say 8 is enough. Some like the number 9.
We like the number 9.
Will it be done in 10? Yes, it will. A called strike on the inside edge, and Lee heads back to the dugout, but quite a battle she put up.
That pitch is in there.
I had her at bat in the wrong spot in the order.
Oh, good thought.
Carmen hammered that long, but foul.
Tried to drive that down the line. Good spot for Erickson here to head the count 0-2.
Carmen misses down and in, but he's got a couple pitches to play with. Still with pitchers count 1-2. This one fouled back. Another foul out of play. We may run out of softballs.
Yeah, going onto the JV field.
I was going to say, I think the JV game is over.
I believe so.
Garmin not able to check her swing. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning for Erickson. A couple extra pitches thrown, but gets the result she needed. Now Kate Warskill lays off a pitch up high. 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored in the 6-run 6th inning.
Yeah, she made a pretty good defensive play also.
Late on the fastball, 1-1. One pop foul off the top of the Oriole dugout. Fouled straight back. A lot of 2-strike fouls for the Oriole squad in this inning. Keeping themselves alive, giving themselves extra chances. This one skied right side, Bauk underneath it. Squeezes for out number 3. The Orioles go quickly in the 7th, but the Cardinals need 7 to tie, 8 to win. We'll see if they can do it next on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became, delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
It's now or never for the Cardinal softball squad. Sophia Bauk, first pitch swinging, cracks it foul, nearly takes out Coach Nelson down the third baseline. We will at least start with Sportle in the circle.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see if they, Coach Wilson mixes it up a little bit. Nice pitch there.
Sportle able to get ahead in the count, 0-2. Not sure who's out in left field because Lee came in for Ellie Grant, who was playing in center. So maybe, I don't know who they switched around, but Bauk goes down swinging on 3 pitches. Out number 1 for Sportle. So we've got a pinch hitter stepping in for the Cardinals. Maddie Savageau.
An opportunity for Maddie to get an at-bat, see if she can keep this inning alive.
Well, the inning will be alive,
well,
regardless.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I suppose you can't hit into a double play at this point.
First pitch was down. Second pitch was high and away. 2-0. We crack each other up.
We do. We have fun. I told you, we always have fun. You gotta have fun.
And when you get in as a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 7th inning, down by 7, you want to swing the bat, and you know at 3-0 she's being told not to. Sportle able to clip the inside edge though, 3-1.
Well, now she'll get that opportunity to swing the bat.
Fouled to the backstop, full count. This one fouled off the Osseo dugout. Called third strike.
Tough one.
Sportle able to get back-to-back Ks to start the 7th. Cardinals down to their last out. They only need 7 runs. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it. Now,
back to the top of the order. Got him right where you want him.
Now Pacey Olsen can keep the inning alive.
Yes.
I know you get there.
Pitches off the plate. A good stop by Pilsner. Swung on and missed, 1-1. One grounded to the left side off the glove of Zachman, fielded behind her by O'Lear. The throw not quite in time, but what a great backup by Charlotte O'Lear.
I know, if she would have been able to throw her out, that would have been a heck of a play.
I mean, it was a hot shot. I'm going to call it a single for
I think so.
Pacey Olsen. But
Here's the start
looked
of the
like
rally.
Zachman was in a spot where could have, if she fields it cleanly, I think this game's over. When it went off the tip of her glove, I thought, no chance. That's an easy trip to first, but Olero's there behind her and nearly got the throw across in time. Instead, here we are with Kinley Carger. Carger rolls that one foul. Behind in the count, 0-2. Carger had a 2-run double with 2 out in the 5th inning. Trying to come up with another huge 2-out hit to keep this ball game alive.
Yes, should be. Yes. I just love that.
With 2 outs.
2 outs.
2 strikes. Just missed outside. Carger lives to see another pitch. Sportle misses high, the throw down, not in time, and umpire called him safe before the ball even got there.
Hey, just figured you'd be safe.
2-2. Up high, off the tip of the glove of Pilsner, and easily over to second base goes Pacey Olson. Run means absolutely nothing at this point. 10-3, Osseo lead. 2 out, bottom of the 7th. Full count to Kinley Carger. Skied back, out of play. We'll try again. Carter swings underneath it, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Sam Sportle. And Osseo has their first win of the season, a 10-3 final over the home team Cardinals.
Yeah, a tough loss for the Cardinals. They thought coming in, they had the opportunity to get the win, get their first win of the season. They'll fall to 0-5, and Osseo obviously celebrating that first win of the year.
And it's back to the drawing board for the Cardinals. It's back to baseball for the CTN crew. Next Tuesday, we're back at the ballpark watching the boys take on Spring Lake.
No, I think it's Anoka.
Anoka?
Is it Anoka?
It is Anoka. There you go. We'll be back here for the girls next Thursday when they welcome the Armstrong Falcons. More baseball on Tuesday the 29th at Andover against the Cardinal alum-led Huskies. Pete Anderson, head coach of the Andover squad, a Coon Rapids grad. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Osseo 10, Coon Rapids 3. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. To the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.